Hello and welcome to glennzb TV, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headsets. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world and the world to New Zealand. And this morning I did the stupidest thing I have done in a long time. And, you know, I do a lot of stupid things, but this really has to take the cake. I got up, had a shower, put on my watch, looked at the time, and it was 2:15 a.m. That's right, I got up about an hour early. I think I dreamed my alarm had gone off and didn't actually check what the time was. So, yeah, I got a lot of extra work done this morning, basically. And now I'm really tired. I thought you might like hearing that story. I feel like, speaking of stories, I feel like they've missed out one important detail out of this story here. A member of Labour's Under Fire internship program reportedly stole 2 bottles of wine from an MP before launching a smear against the party. So I feel like they stole the bottles of wine, drank the bottles of wine, and then launched the smear campaign against the party. Because, yeah, you can do silly things after you've had 2 wines, and by 2 wines I mean 2 bottles of wine. Let's keep it political with people saying things that they perhaps don't quite mean. Winston Peters is making noises about the latest immigration figures just for a change. Statistics New Zealand has reported the annual net migration for May was 72,000 people. There were 130,400 migrant arrivals and 58,400 migrant departures. And Mr. Peters says the government is ignoring an immigration disaster. Hey, he also says we have a government and Prime Minister tone deaf and in denial. And I'm not quite sure what the Prime Minister's ability to carry a tune has got to do with whether he can count immigration figures. I think that's the wrong expression. But I also don't know if it's true. Now that he brings it up, I've never seen the PM singing or playing an instrument, so it's possible that he is tone deaf. And now that I think about that, it does make me slightly nervous about voting for him, to be honest. So Winston may have a point there. Finally, is there a connection between these 2 stories here? We've got a workplace survey that shows that New Zealand police officers are mostly happy in their jobs. Just over 72% of police are engaged. It's all about engagement surveys these days. Well, you've got to do one shortly here. And I find it hard to engage with the survey. And so getting past that part's a hurdle for me. So anyway, so 72% of them are engaged. Meanwhile, Napier police say an internal investigation is underway into an incident in which a rifle magazine was lost when it was left on the roof of a patrol car. So what I'm guessing here is they found it again. So that's the bit of the gun that's full of all the what do you call those things? Bullets. So I'm just wondering if that guy who left part of his gun on top of the car and just sort of wandered off, I'm thinking he might be part of the 28% who aren't that engaged, or maybe the 12% who are not that strongly committed to police work. I just thought I'd like to tie those 2 stories together when you hear them later on today. I am glennzb. Thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset again for glennzb TV, and I will be back with you for more 360-degree madness, courtesy of the Samsung Gear 360 on Monday. Now, gonna see if I can figure out who called me just now during that.